So most of you should know that villages are pretty much a necessity when starting up a new Minecraft world, because they contain some of the most important parts of Minecraft. First thing I need to mention is that they provide shelter for you, and they come with villagers that you can trade with, and sometimes those trades might be extremely good. Not only is it free housing, but the housing does come with beds, maybe some chests, maybe a church of some sort, and the overall landscape of a village, I have to say, looks pretty darn good. Sometimes you're not so lucky as to finding a village in your survival world. So instead of living in villages that you cannot find, you have to make your own house. But if you're just starting out, that might be a little bit tricky. So therein lies the question: how do you make a functional survival-friendly house look good at the same time? Well, my friends, I have the solution. And here it is in all of its glory. Now, as you can see, this house looks pretty good, and it's pretty easy to build, and in today's video, I'll be showing you how to build it. Alright, so first things first, you want to make sure you don't have any texture pack on. Right, so that's settled. Next, in your survival world, you're gonna want to go out and find some oak logs, glass panes, oak planks, and cobblestone, and oak doors. If you don't have glass panes, then you can settle for oak fences, because they work as an alternative for windows if you cannot find sand. Next step is you're gonna want to find a place. I said you're gonna find a wanna. Okay, you're gonna want to find a place that fits for building a house similar to this. And your next step is to start building one part of it. You're gonna want to place in 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave 3. Go by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have some sort of 5x5 square. Let's go with that. In the middle, you're gonna want to replace this with oak planks, and then what you're gonna want to do is have this be surrounded by cobblestone. The first layer being cobblestone. Then you're going to want to leave the middle for this. Just place it just adjacent to the oak logs. You're going to want to place oak planks in this sort of style. So you should have something that looks like this. Then you have this. You're going to want to go from the top, place 2, place 2, place 2, place 2, and you have this. Then place in your windows, and here you have it, a part of your house. Now you can just build some sort of shape out of these sort of blocks. For example, I'm going to make another block here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And connecting out of that one block that we made, we're going to create another one. So we should have something that looks like this. And this shape that you make sure it's sort of abstract so that it looks pretty unique. Therefore, I say the more unique it is, the harder the work will be, but the better your house will look in the end. So this is gonna be my actually. So this is gonna be the shape. And oh wait, I forgot to make the flooring. But if you have done this, you would say that this is a pretty good shape for your house. Now you can go ahead and remove the walls, these walls, so that you have a house that actually connects up into one big room. So in the end, your house should look similar to this. Just replace the dirt with oak planks. And yeah, this is where my entrance will be. So figure out where yours is and go ahead and do this. By the way, this house is fully customizable. Just use the blocks that I made to create your own shape. Go ahead and surround this with oak fences, and if you have a diagonal like I do, then go ahead and leave this block. In fact, I might just do this all together. Maybe, nah, I guess this looks best. And I'm gonna do this, I guess. Da-dun. There we go, 2 entrances. And the house is looking pretty good. Now for the easy bits. You can go ahead and fill this roofing in with oak planks. And by the way, this is survival friendly, fully customizable. If you don't have an oak forest near your base, or where you decide to set up shop, you can go ahead, you can use any sort of wood type, like dark oak, spruce, acacia, birch. I think I'm forgetting one. Yeah, I'm definitely forgetting one. Forgot which one I'm forgetting. You're gonna want to go ahead and mark out where you're gonna make your second floor. This is where it's gonna be, and instead of using cobblestone, use oak planks as this part. And then instead of using oak planks, I'm joking, you're still gonna want to do this with your oak planks. You're gonna want to make your windows. Remember the way you do it. It's using that same formula, except the cobblestone has been changed into oak planks. That is all that has been changed. And yeah, this is customizable, so you can just change which shape you have. And now, as you can see, in this direction, we have part of the roof. Make sure the second floor is smaller than the first floor. We have part of the first floor in this direction, so what you're gonna want to do is get rid of the window in there. As you can see, part of the first floor is hanging out. Get rid of the window. You'll see why in a minute. I forgot to grab you some stairs, so get yourself some stairs and follow with me here. You're gonna want to take in your, I think, oak stairs, and where you see these, you're gonna wanna place it in this fashion. It doesn't matter, I just follow with me here. Wherever you see the first floor standing out from the second floor, just go ahead and make this sort of shape with your stairs. And if it has one block, I mean it should, then go ahead and do that. Now since it's not overlapping here, you can go ahead and just do that, but it's overlapping here. So you're gonna want to do that shape all over again. You should understand what I'm trying to say. I mean, this isn't something I can really explain, which is why you have the visuals, just to see what I'm doing. And last, but certainly not least, this, and just go ahead and run the oak stairs all around until you get a shape that looks like this. Now what you're going to want to do is this for wherever it leaks out. Cobblestone for the top bit, and just go connect it up to the second floor. And last but not least, take your cobblestone stairs and just fill in the roofing. Now, if you really are a glutton for space, you can use this as an attic or something. In fact, I just might, you know? Like, here we go. You can put your barrels or crafting benches or your chests in there. No, chests really won't work. Oh, actually, they will. But there we go. One attic complete. Another, no door. Just leave it like that. And then you just do the same for the other roof. So you should get something that looks a little bit like this. Now, last but not least, you're going to want to find out which way, if it's diagonal like this, what you're going to want to do is just find out which way you want your house to be facing. If not diagonal, which way would be the front? I'd say this would be the front, so therefore, what you're going to want to do to the front is what we did before. This. I dropped my oak stairs. I mean, if you really are having a hard time choosing which way the front would be, if not diagonally, then I'll show you what you can do. What you can do is do this for all the sides, all 4 sides. I'm just going to do it for 2 of them because that'll look a little, take less work in survival mode. But if you really need the space, what you can do is just something like that. Just, yeah. You know what I'm trying to say, so I'm just gonna keep it going for the back and do this so that it'll line up when you place in your roofing. So in the end, you should have something that looks a little bit like this as your framework. Then you're gonna want to take in your oak planks and do that on both sides. Take in your cobblestone stairs and fill in the roof. Now you could use like spruce or different types of wood. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Whoops, this is supposed to be cobblestone. But you could use maybe spruce stairs for the roofing, and that would look a little bit better. But I'm focusing on one type of wood because this is survival friendly, and most survival players start off with only one type of biome next to them, if not two. And by two, I mean like those forests with both oak and birch. But this is the finished product of your house. Now you can go ahead and expand it and make something that looks a little bit like this, but that's because it's customizable. You can do that, and you have a lot of space to work with. You can just take away you can just take in some ladders, and already on the first floor, decent amount of space. And if we go up, I think the way of going up isn't really easy now. In fact, it's quite hard. I'm just gonna do this. Right, you can do that. And if you take in your cobblestone stairs and just do this, it'll make the place look a little bit better. And the places that have cobblestone, you can just run another line right underneath it. Same goes for these attics, but I'm not gonna do anything for it because if you grab yourself some barrels, you can use these small gaps as a place to keep storage. Like, see, although it's kind of claustrophobic, you have space to store things upstairs. That is why this makes a pretty good survival starter house. And now comes the outro. So anyways, if you did enjoy this video, then please do leave a big fat thumbs up. That'd be greatly appreciated. Also, please do subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Press that post notification button. And I'm extremely happy that we are at 72 subs. And I'll see you guys in a future episode. Goodbye, everybody!